All right, welcome back to Contingency Canine Training. Today we are showing how to introduce a dog to the prong collar, how to properly use a prong collar, and how to properly fit a prong collar. Um, this is a prong collar. Some people call it a pinch collar. Um, I don't know if I can hold this up, but this is a Hermspringer brand. The prongs are finely machined. They're not sharp. They don't poke the dog. They don't break the skin. It's designed to pinch. The prongs basically come together and pinch when tension is put on this D-shaped ring. So the reason we use this is to mark. This is a negative reinforcement tool that we use to mark negative behaviors that we don't want the dog doing. Dogs will nip each other behind the ears, along the neck, quick little nips like this. And when they do that, they're saying to the other dog, hey, I'm correcting you, stop what you're doing. And so this collar is designed to try to simulate that. Dogs learn really well with this. They get things really quickly. A lot of dogs think no is their second name. And so um, basically verbal language has its limitations. But you can use this to effectively mark negative behaviors to the dog, and they learn really quickly. We don't use this on dogs that are less than about 6 months of age. The reason being is because we don't want to overcorrect puppies. We want to let puppies just be puppies, be dogs. We don't like to correct them because we want to build confident dogs. So this is the tool that you would use with dogs 6 months or older. So this is Cora. Cora is a 10-month-old giant schnauzer puppy. Giant schnauzer. um, you can see that I fitted the prong collar on her high and tight right behind the ears. Notice that there's no behavior change in the dog. She doesn't even realize that the collar is on. That's just further proof to show you that this collar is not hurting this dog. These prongs, they're not spikes. They're prongs. They're not stabbing the dog. They're not poking the dog. The dog doesn't even know that the collar's on. And for training purposes, you don't want to put training collars on dogs and then just immediately use them. You want to put the collar on the dog and allow them to have like a few minutes to forget that you just put this collar on this dog before you want to start using the collar. You want to put the collar on the dog and give them about like 5-10 minutes to forget that you just put that collar on that dog. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this leash to the D-shaped ring, and I'm going to use a loose leash walking exercise to introduce Cora to this prong collar. So all I'm doing is I'm going to be making kind of unpredictable movements. So all I'm going to be doing is walking and kind of unpredictable movements to get her to pay attention to me. When she comes back within this vicinity, I'm going to reward her. She thinks and I'm just going to let the leash tension correct her. I'm not going to really pull on the leash. I'm going to let her hit the end of the leash and feel the correction. When she hits the end of the leash, I'm going to time my verbal corrections with the pinch of the collar so that I can condition her mind to the sound of my voice. And eventually, when I phase this collar out, I can still stop this dog on the dime with my voice if I'm doing this exercise consistently. Now we're going to switch. I gotta take this damn thing out. This shit fancy, huh? Okay, that's how you do that. Don't run off on me, shorty. Alright, so now we live. Good job. Let's go. Good girl. She kind of already hip to this because we did the e-collar intro the same exact way. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Good job. So now she really doesn't even want to leave my side. She's trying to stay within this radius. I think this might be a 5-foot leash. Good girl. And just that quick, we got a dog that is not pulling, is more conscious of my position on the leash. She's more focused on where I'm at versus where she's at. And I can really handle this dog with 2 fingers, as you see, if the collar is fitted properly. If the collar is fitted loose and it's down here where these flat collars on, dogs can really ignore that. The sensitive area of the neck is right here behind the ears. So if you put a prong collar on a dog and it's just ignoring it, one, either the prongs, you probably have too many prongs, it's not fitted properly, or the prongs are too large. You need to get a smaller prong. Smaller prongs pinch harder, or your leash corrections are just too soft for the dog. You may have a harder dog and you may need to give firmer leash corrections. Good job. So after the dog is basically acclimated and receptive to your corrections on the leash, you can do more training exercises. You can go into showing, like, say if the dog jumps on people, if you pop the collar when the dog jumps on people, they'll immediately learn, oh, you don't like when I do that, I'm going to stop doing that. This is also going into enforcing, like, sit, down, stay, a whole bunch of things. Like, the dog knows sit, but it won't sit unless you have a treat. We'll show you that in a later video. But yeah, that's it. Drop me some questions, comments, concerns. Like and subscribe for more content. I don't got nothing else. I need an outro.